Hello, John Talley here with Boats.net. In this video, we're going to spend a little bit of time talking about maintenance on the rigging. Now, I know that's something you really don't think about that often. You're always concerned with making sure the outdrive fluid is good and changing your oil. Well, every so often you're going to need to actually check the controls, because the worst thing that can happen is to be out there and for them to stiffen up and fail. What's worse than that, if they start to stiffen up, that means that the shifter is going to be out of sync with the actual throttle. So when it should be pushing the shifter to a certain point to engage the lower transmission, well, that may not be happening at the right time before you actually open up the throttle, and then you're going to hear a grinding of gears, and that's something that we don't want. So how often should you go inspect the cables on your boat? Well, in my opinion, at least twice a year, at the beginning of the season and at the end of the season, at a minimum, really depending on how harsh of an environment that your boat's actually in. What you need to do is actually pull the covers off the controls and take a look at the linkage inside of the housing. That'll give you a good indication of what kind of shape it's in. What you're looking for on the inside are the different grease points. You hit those with just a little bit of grease, and that's going to go a long way. My advice, wipe off the old grease, put on the new grease, reconnect your cables, and then close it back up. You're going to be good to go for the season. So a few bucks now saves you a whole lot of money in the long run. Now, as far as the cables go, the best way to evaluate them is to disconnect them both at the control side and back at the engine. That way, you've just got a clear feel of the actual stiction that's happening inside of the cable. Now, I find it's easiest just to attack both the beginning and the end point of the cable with just a simple spray lube and working that in as far as you can. So to keep up with the maintenance needs of your control cables, I recommend the Yamaha OEM lubricants and grease that's actually formulated to work on your control cables. They will give you the best chance of making sure that your cables are going to function next season. Here at Boats.net, we are dedicated to make sure that you have everything that you need to keep your boat in tip-top running order, no matter what it is. If it's water pumps, if it's impellers, if it's lubes, if it's oils, you name it, we've got it. So what do you do when you've pulled your boat out for the beginning of the season and the throttle cable just doesn't want to loosen up? At that point, that's when you need to come see us at Boats.net and replace the cable. So the last thing you want to do is have it fail when you're 15 miles offshore. That would make for a very, very long day. Now, I know today we were just talking about control cables and throttle cables, but believe me, Yamaha has an extensive catalog that covers every single type of controls that you could find on a Yamaha equipped outboard boat. So if you would come to our website, go to that particular catalog. I guarantee you whatever you're looking for to get your boat back up and running is going to be in there. If you're still having trouble finding it, why don't you give us a call? That is what we're here for. We can direct you to the exact part number that's going to fit for your application. Listen, we just want to say thanks for shopping here with us at Boats.net, and we will see you in the next video. Have a great day.